Hey there, and welcome into another exciting episode of A for Effort. I'm your host, Matt, and as always, we start off giving thanks to our unofficial sponsor of the podcast, AMC A-List. $19.95 a month gets you 3 movies a week at local AMC theaters in your area. Check AMC.com for theater listings and offer availability. But on today's episode, you do not need to leave the comfort of your own home because we're watching the Netflix original El Camino. That's right. If you didn't know it, were you under a rock? Because you might have been. El Camino is the epilogue story to the best television show ever made, and that is Breaking Bad. That's right, Jesse Pinkman returns to finish his story of what happened to him after Breaking Bad. And I have to say, man, I wasn't expecting this. When I saw the trailer a few weeks ago, I was like, holy shit, like we're going back into that world. And I am so happy to have been back into the world that is Breaking Bad. I mean, yes. Did we need this? No. I agree with all the people that have said that. But am I happy I got it? Absolutely. You know, I think that the world is so interesting, and I think that the characters of Jesse Pinkman, Walter White, Saul Goodman, Gustavo Fring, Mike, all these people are so good that it was just great to see them again for a split second. You know, a lot of great cameos from the original cast, but this story is Jesse Pinkman's. You know, you're going to get to see what happened to him post Walter White, post being saved from the white supremacist Nazis. You know, I really, like I said, had a wonderful time watching this movie. I really like. It's hard to put to words how I felt about this movie because it was everything I needed it to be, while also not being needed at all, like I had said, you know, because I want to know more about Jesse. I want to know more about the world, you know, and I got that with Better Call Saul. But this movie in particular, like, it takes place about 36 hours after the events of Breaking Bad. And I really felt like this was one of Aaron Paul's best since leaving Breaking Bad. You know, he's tried really hard to break into movies, you know, and break away from the character of Jesse Pinkman, but to come back to Jesse Pinkman one last time truly, truly, truly was an absolute wonder. And I'm so happy that we got to see Badger and Skinny Pete and all of the characters from Breaking Bad that we got to see. You know, this movie really is like great. Like, it really is. Like, it was a fun movie. I mean, it's Breaking Bad, so you know, it's like I say it's fun, but it's Breaking Bad. It's not fun. It's terrible and awful and just downright dirty, you know, because that's the world he built and that's the world they lived in. And to venture through it with Jesse through flashbacks and through this 36 hours, you know, trying to get out of New Mexico and get to Alaska was just, I felt so bad for him, you know, like, because there's flashbacks to his time with Todd and how fucked up Todd was. And I mean, the movie's just good, you know, and and it gets an A+ because it deserves it, and the show is A+, and you know, this world, like I said, is A+, and everything about it, you know, there's definitely room to go back there. I would love it if they went back one more time for another show or for another movie or anything in the world, you know, because there's so many more elements that you can, you know, talk about. Because like in Better Call Saul, we've gotten a little bit of an origin to the Saltalamacchia family, but I wouldn't mind seeing, you know, a rise to power for the Saltalamacchias, or you know, seeing Gustavo Fring's rise to power. Like, I know we've kind of seen it in a little bit so far, but you know, I wouldn't mind any of that. Like, give me more in this world, definitely. Please, please, Vince Gilligan, please give me more in this world. I need it. I have been your host, Matt. Check out all the rest of the reviews on the YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Thank you to everybody that does. Check out the Geekly Effort on Spotify, Apple, and Google. Yeah, I mean, I have been your host, Matt, one more time. Come back to us next time on another exciting episode of A for Effort, where we will always have quality movie reviews.